Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Lemmel. Got a stock here, PLTR, you probably heard of it, pretty big name these days. We have a really exceptional setup here at the 150 PPP, and this one has a potentially explosive potential on it. And so I'll break that down in a minute. We also have two bonus stocks, both quantum computer stocks. We had IO and Q last night. We got two more to add to that bundle. So we'll break it down in a minute when we get back. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Also, we're looking for talent, maybe someone who's not locked into their own way of trading and is open to exploring a new outside-the-box form of cycle-based trading, which we use to swing trade equities and day trade indexes, SPY, QQQ, and futures. If you have any interest in that, DM me through our social media or email me at paul@bitcoinertradingclub.com and I'll give you more information. Okay, we also continue to hold the A+ rating on the index. We've been at that for practically a couple months now. A+, A5. If you want to find out how we get there, go to bitcoinertradingclub.club/market-rating. Okay, here's the breakdown. We had a pretty extended PBC zone channel that's been forming, so we're basically at Cat 3 set on that. Now this is a TM3 on the Cat 3 set, about 5+ months on it. And we have this really strong support at the 150 PPP. You have a TD6 cycle right there. You get the price squeezing back to that 150. That's oftentimes a launch pad. I've seen some really explosive breakouts from that 150 PPP, especially when you have blue sky back here and you have huge momentum going into it. You basically coming off the floor of that cup, you get about 8 BMI, so very, very strong. And it gets already double bottomed at the 150 PPP. You got the TD6 cycle squeeze on it now, and so I would not be surprised to see a really nice pop. Over here we had a 67% pop in 15 bars 1 month. So, you know, again, that looks really good. A really high rating on this particular trade, so I'd expect some good resolution. Now the upper channel on this is at around 260. That would be probably about 60% plus gain if it hit that upper channel. Decent chance of that happening too, so we'll be watching it closely. You know, if you were scaling in, you'd be basically 2 parts in right now. You got a breakout of a 5 and 10 day high here, then you'd be looking at a 25-day high breakout. Problem with that sometimes is part 3 you don't get in because it gaps right through that. So just to summarize our main stock, PLTR, this was a PBC zone setup, 1.5 BMI, vector of 1, risk profile A. It's excellent profile. 91 also excellent, just under our optimal zone, which is about 92 to 95. So this is a really good setup. Low risk, potentially really high reward on it. Let's look at the other two stocks. RGTI. We actually had this particular stock in, I believe in July. So that was about right here on this breakout here. Had a retest of it. It's up about, let's move that line there. So right now it's up almost 100%, and we're breaking out of the left-hand side of this. And the question is, how long of a PBC zone do we get? So you got 25 PPP there, you got 15 PPP there, and so as far as the channel lines, you got a TM3 off the bottom. North channel of that is 31 bucks. That would be a good 30% plus gain to hit that. X channel is at 50 bucks plus, be 100% plus gain, and probably 2X's in that $70 area, which would be a couple 100%. Really good pattern quality, so I would not be surprised to see some pretty good follow through on this. Again, RGTI. And one more quantum computer stock. This one is breaking out of a wave 2 cup. It's also got some key cycles here in the long term. Let's look at the cycles up here. We got the about a 3 year. It's actually 3.5 is up here then. So this is a TM7 cycle up here. It's also an IPO cycle. So coming off of an IPO, when you go through the dark night of soul for a couple years as the company gets their act together, a lot of times TM7 or the TY2 cycle will be the way out of the woods. Now, this is basically a long-term cycle-based cup and handle pattern. You've already had to pull back into the handle. Now that's a huge BMI in the cup. Probably not going to repeat that. That's 1680%. If it did that over here, it would be way up there, hundreds of dollars. I don't see that, but who knows? You never know on these things. Just because of a launch pad, the price of a launch pad down here. If it was $3 to $5 plus, better chance of that. But this was basically down in the gutter on that. So there's some quality aspects to this, but it breaks out and has a really sweet PBC zone, would be even better. But right now we got an extended candle on that, so don't be surprised to see a deep retrace back to that $20 PPP. But you know, can't argue with the overall pattern quality on this, and looks pretty good. So it's QBTS, D-Wave Quantum Inc., and the other two stocks again were Palintar, PLTR, and RGTI. If you're interested in a trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.